Hello students, welcome to PNMRC e-learning classes. Students, today we are going to start exercise 5.2. Question number 1 of exercise 5.2 is, state the property that is used in each of the following statements. It means the statements are given over here and you have to tell that which property is being used here. First one is, if A is parallel to B. See, look at this figure very carefully. If A, this is A line and this is B line. This A line is parallel to B line. Then 1, angle 1. This one is angle 1. Angle 1 is equal to angle 5. This one is angle 5. So, why this angle 1 is equal to angle 5, that you have to tell. Now, second one is, if angle 4, this one is angle 4, this one, angle 4 is equal to angle 6 and this one is angle 6. Then A is parallel to B, then you have, both of them are equal. They have told that both of them are equal. So, A is parallel to B. Why? A is parallel to B. That you have to tell. The reason that you have to give. And third one is, if A plus, if angle 4, this one, if angle 4 plus angle 5, this one is angle 5, is equal to 180. The measure of both the angle is equal to 180. That means they are supplementary. Then you have to tell that A is parallel to B. Then A is parallel to B. That you have to give the reason behind that. So let's start solving question number 1. Students, look at this figure very carefully. This is exercise 5.2, question number 1, part 1. Now look at this figure very carefully. You have to draw this figure with the help of pencil in your notebook. Now first part of question number 1 is, if A is parallel to B, this one, A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Angle 1 is equal to angle 5. The reason that you have to give. So, see, if A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Answer is, see, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. See, again look at this figure very carefully. Angle 1 and angle 5, this one and this one, they both are corresponding angles. So, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles and measure of corresponding angles are equal. That I told you in my introductory video, that measure of corresponding angles are equal. So, we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Now students, second part is, if angle 4 is equal to angle 6. If angle 4 is equal to angle 6, then A is parallel to B. Line A is parallel to B. If angle 4 is equal to angle 6, then line A is parallel to line B. That you have to tell. So reason for that is, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate angles. See, look at this figure. Angle 4, this one, and angle 6. Angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate angles. So, see, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate angles and measure of alternate angles are equal. That I have told you that measure of alternate angles are equal. If alternate angles are equal, then two lines are parallel to each other. This is the property of parallel line that I have told you in my introductory video, that if alternate angles or corresponding angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal, if they are equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Student, third part of question number 1 is, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree, means they are supplementary, then A is parallel to B. Line A is parallel to line B. That you have to tell by giving the reason. So, reason for that is, Angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree because they are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Look at this figure. See, angle 4 and angle 5 are interior angle on the same side of the transversal. This is transversal and they are on the same side of the transversal. And they are interior also. So, they are interior angle on the same side of transversal. So, their measure is 180 degree. Again, student, I am explaining you that angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree because they are interior angle on the same side of the transversal. And if interior angle on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel to each other. This is a property of parallel lines. Now students, we will solve question number 2 of exercise 5.2, and that is in the adjoining figure identify. This is adjoining figure. Identify the pair of corresponding angles. In this figure you have to tell which one are the pair of corresponding angles, the pair of alternate interior angles that you have to tell, and the pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal that you have to tell, and the vertically opposite angles in this adjoining figure. So let's solve question number 2 of exercise 5.2. So student, let's solve question number 2 of exercise 5.2. In this question, a figure is given. Look at this figure very carefully. A and B are parallel to each other and C is a transversal of A and B. Total 8 angles are formed by the transversal C. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Total 8 angles are formed. Now in this question you have to tell a pair of corresponding angles, alternate angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal and vertically opposite angles. So first let's see a pair of corresponding angles. See, a pair of corresponding angles. First one is angle 1 and angle 5. See, angle 1 and angle 5. These are corresponding angles. Then angle 2 and angle 6. This is also corresponding angles. Again, angle 3, this one. Angle 3 and angle 7. And angle 4 and angle 8. These are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So, in this way we will write angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle 7 and angle 4 and angle 8. Now students, second part is a pair of alternate angles that you have to tell. So there are 2 pairs of alternate angles, that is angle 2 and angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 5. Now look at this figure. Angle 2 and angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 5. These are 2 pairs of alternate angles. Student, third part is you have to tell a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. And these 2 pairs are angle 3 and angle 8 and angle 2 and angle 5. So there are 2 pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal and they are 3 and 8 and 2 and 5. Friends, in this way you have to write the answer of third part. Pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. They are 2 and 5 and 3 and 8. And fourth one is you have to tell the vertically opposite angles. So let's see in the figure first. Look at this figure again very carefully. There are 4 pairs of vertically opposite angle and they are angle 1 and angle 3 and angle 2 and angle 4. And in this angle 5 and angle 7 and angle 8 and angle 6. They are vertically opposite angle. Friends, in this way you have to write the answer of fourth part. Vertically opposite angles, they are angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7 and angle 6 and angle 8. Now let's solve question number 3 of exercise 5.2. Now this is question number 3 of exercise 5.2. In the adjoining figure, this is adjoining figure, line P is parallel to line Q. This P is parallel to Q. Line P is parallel to line Q. Find the unknown angles. You have to find the unknown angles. This is unknown angle E, F, A, B, C and D. These are unknown angles that you have to measure of, that you have to find out. So let's solve question number 3 of exercise 5.2. Students, look at this figure very carefully. You have to draw this figure with the help of pencil as I have drawn it. So now you have to tell the unknown angles. This E, F, A, B, C and D. See, in this figure, line P is parallel to line Q and T is the transversal. See, line P is parallel to line Q and T is a transversal. So, angle E plus angle 125 is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are linear pair. So, measure of angle E will be 180 minus 125, that is equal to 155 degree. See, I have done it here. So, angle E plus 125, that is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are linear pair. Now, therefore, measure of angle E is equal to 180 degree minus 125 degree. Therefore, angle E is equal to 55 degree. Now, angle F and angle E. Angle F, again look at this figure. Angle F and angle E, they are of same measure. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So angle F and angle E, that is equal to 55 degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Now student, again look at this figure. Angle A is equal to angle F. Why? Because they are alternate angle. Because this is a transversal and these two lines are parallel. So angle A is equal to angle F. And value of angle F, you have calculated it just now, that is equal to 55 degree. So angle A is also 55 degree. In this way you have to write angle A is equal to angle F because is equal to 55 degree because they are alternate angles. Now angle C is equal to angle A, that is equal to 55 degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Let's see. Now see here, angle A is equal to angle C. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So if this is of 55 degree, then this will also be of 55 degree. So student, this is angle C is equal to 55 degree. So angle D is equal to 125 degree. Why this is 125 degree? Because these two angles are linear pairs. So measure of angle D is equal to 125 degree. If measure of angle D is equal to 125 degree, then measure of angle B will be 125 degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So how you have to write that I will tell you. Student, in this way you have to write the answer. Angle D is equal to 125 degree. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. And angle B is equal to angle D, that is equal to 125 degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So we can say that student, angle A is equal to 55 degree, angle B is equal to 125 degree, angle C is equal to 55 degree. Angle D is equal to 125 degree, angle E is equal to 55 degree and angle F is equal to 55 degree. Now let's solve question number 4 of exercise 5.2.